So these are my aloe plants here in my garden, and all parts are usable, but generally when we talk about using aloe, we're talking about using the leaf. If you'll note here, if I break a branch on the stems, they have a yellow sap to them, and you can see the color on my finger. Anything yellow generally is good for the liver, and so that's a signature of the plant. So today I transplanted a few over there, and when I did, I broke a bunch of leaves. And I took the leaves, harvested them, and I'm going to show you how to clean the aloe, get out the inner fillet, and then what it's good for. So if you've ever tasted aloe vera, you've noted that it has a salty taste. And in herbalism, that salty taste indicates that there's a presence of minerals in the plant. So with the salty taste, we know that it has minerals, which means it falls in the category of a nutritive plant because it feeds the body with minerals that the body really yearns for. So this is a good plant for nutrition, and I'm going to tell you more about it, how it really helps remedy gut flora imbalances. And I will say that the flowers are beautiful, and every day the hummingbirds come to these flowers and eat the nectar out of these little blooms, and it's just really inspirational to see all the bees and the hummingbirds having their way with the aloe vera flowers. Hey everybody. All right, today I had some aloe vera that was just getting very crowded in the garden, so I transplanted a few of them, and of course when I did, I broke a bunch of leaves. So what I've done is I just took all the broken pieces, here they are in a bowl, and washed them off really good with just some fresh water. And I'm going to just show you basically, so there's the aloe gel, right? It's that inner fillet, and aloe is such a good medicine in our culture right now because the Western culture tends to run dry, and this is energetically speaking, we tend to run dry because of a lot of factors, some being stress, some being too much coffee, too many energy drinks, poor diet, and it plays havoc on our system. And if you or anyone you know is suffering from IBS, Crohn's, any type of gut imbalance, I personally know quite a few women who have to run to the bathroom quite often. They just don't have control over their bowels, and they're either loose or they're constipated. It kind of goes back and forth. And aloe is a wonderful medicine to remedy that. Literally, if you go out and buy yourself some aloe gel, inner fillet, organic of course, and you start taking that by the spoonful every day, you will notice a significant change in your gut flora and your well-being. So there's a nice piece of fillet. So what I'm literally doing today is just peeling back the outer skin. You can simply use your fingernail for that. It works quite nicely. Just get sort of underneath that inner gel, and the fillet will lift right off the skin. It is a slimy job, and that slime is its medicine. That slime is what we call mucilage in the herbal world, and there's very few mucilaginous herbs And so they're all very much important to our well-being, because a lot of herbs are drying energetically, and you always want to balance your formula so that you're not seeing excessive dryingness in your formulas with teas and things of that nature. This is why licorice root is such a big part of a lot of tea formulas, because it's a moistening herb, so they're adding back moisture to that formula. Plantain is another really nice tea herb that adds back moisture. Raspberry as well. So here we just have a piece of aloe, and I'm literally just snipping off that barbed edge, and once I do both sides and discard that, now what I have is I have a nice piece of fillet, and you can see that intersection there, which is what I want. So I'm literally just gonna start with the edge. It's just like peeling a piece of tape off of a label or a jar, if you will, and just work that top section off, discard it, and as you go, just use your fingernails to simply get that mucilage off of the plant and into a usable, clean container where you can process it. Now, processing can be really simple or intricate, depends what you want to use it for, but you can take this mucilage, put it in a mason jar, and refrigerate it, and it'll keep quite a while as long as it's not contaminated. You can eat it by the spoonful every day. You can add it to any kind of skincare product. You can keep it on hand for burns. You can use it as a body lotion. Aloe is very soothing to the tissue, so it's very effective for all types of skin ailments, and also it's astringent, right? That's why when you take that aloe and you apply it on your skin, then you feel your skin tighten. That's that astringent action, which helps to tighten and tone. So stomach ulcers, right? They need to be soothed, but also tightened and toned. So aloe is excellent for any kind of ulceration, and just so many uses really. But taking it internally every day, even if you don't suffer from Crohn's, IBS, it's just a really great way to get some probiotics into the gut. This is a natural probiotic, if you will. It's not a fermented food like a lot of our probiotics, but it does offer the same type of results. So here, if you have the tip, literally just pinch that tip off and discard it. And you know, this is going to be a really nice fillet here. So I hope this helps you a little bit in how to use aloe. Aloe does have a great deal of water in it, hence the mucilage. Just remember that. It's, you know, when you're adding it to, say, an oil or something in that nature, it's, you know, you're combining water and oil. So that is one of the ways we do make herbal lotions, is by combining those two things, like with a blender at high speed. So you can use it that way fresh if you want, but literally this is going to store like a liquid. So keep that in mind, refrigerate it, and get out there and don't be afraid to use your aloe. And if any of you have gut issues, like, this is your number one most easiest remedy right here, is simply going and either grow your own aloe plant and use it, or go to the store and buy yourself some organic aloe vera gel. All right, hope you enjoyed this short tutorial. I'm gonna sit here and slime myself up, and then when it's all said and done, I'm literally gonna rub this all over my arms, my face, and give myself a good body treatment. All right, take care, bye. Okay, we're back. So I have successfully gleaned all of the aloe gel out of the aloe. And here's my, let me show you, my big bowl of goop. And that I will strain off. It's got a little bit of hard parts in it from the leaf. And I'll just strain it off, put it in a mason jar, and put it in the refrigerator. That's something that I will spoon into my body on a daily basis. Not because I need it, but because it's good for me and it'll help everything, my gut flora. I do want to tell you that aloe vera gel has been successfully shown to remedy the symptoms of eczema. So if you are suffering from eczema, I recommend doing aloe vera gel every day. I have a granddaughter who suffers from it, and we're seeing wonderful results with her skin. So also what I want to show you is I'm going to take this a step further. So here are all my leaf parts from the aloe that I've skinned, and I'm soaking them in water. This is clean water. These are clean parts. And what I'm simply going to do is use my fingers and just kind of get off the rest of the mucilage into this water. And then this water I'm going to use for an herbal lotion. So I'm going to sit here and do that for a while, and we'll get back to it. All right, later. So these are pieces of the aloe leaf that I had stripped off from the major gel. And now what I'm doing is just using my fingernails to literally scrape off the rest of the mucilage, or the aloe gel if you will, into this bowl of clean water. You can see the water's turning pale green, and that's the medicine of the aloe. And I'm going to store this water for use in herbal lotions. This water will be usable anywhere where it calls for distilled water, any type of water. So in any recipe where you have a call for water, I will use this aloe water in place, and that's going to add to my skincare routine. It's going to be really nice because it's going to add the healing properties of aloe back into the lotion. And I'm literally using every part of the aloe, so nothing's going to waste. Show the nice color here. Perfect. All right. Okay guys, here's the finished product. So we have a huge jar of the aloe vera water, and then a quart-sized jar of gel. And you can see that there's a couple little pieces of leaf in there. If you want to, you can take the gel and blend it and kind of glean it a little better. But truthfully, the way it comes out of the plant is the best way to utilize it. So even this coloration here, this is coming out of the plant. And I'm okay with that. Like, that can go into my body. So aloe vera gel, aloe vera water. Pretty soon we're gonna make some lotion with the water, and I'll do a short video of that so you can see how that works. So stay tuned, and thanks for following me on this aloe journey today.